Welcome to another session of wireless communication and networks. Unit 2, mobile radio propagation under large scale path loss. Today we discuss about the topic on ground reflection model. Otherwise, it is called as a two-ray model. Two-ray model. Here, why it is called a two-ray model? Nothing but we have to consider two rays from the transmitter to receiver. One is line of sight path, other is ground reflection path. That's why I think it is called as a two-ray model. Yes, see this one, a two-ray ground reflection model. Here, this is the transmit, this is the receiver. The height of the transmitter is HT. The height of the receiver is HR. The distance between transmitter and receiver is D. And we have to consider two paths from transmitter receiver. One is line of sight path, and one is ground reflection path. Here, the direct line of sight path energy of a signal is ELOS. For the ground reflection, we have to consider the incident ray from transmitter to ground is EI, is touches on the ground point and reflected and finally reach to the receiver. That's why it is ER equal to E is nothing but reflected energy, R which is equal to ground reflected. Here we have to consider two angles, theta I and theta naught. Here the what is meant theta I in this figure? Incident angle. What is meant by theta naught? Is reflected angle. Finally, there are two paths coming to receiver. That is then finally E total energy at the total, which is equal to ELOS plus EG is the total. Here we have to consider small d is the distance between transmitter D dash. Nothing but the distance from the transmitter to receiver due to line of sight path. This is the D dash path. This is the D, and D double dash is nothing but the path coming from transmitter to ground first and reflected finally to the receiver. This is the D double dash distance. Here from this figure we have to calculate the total energy at the receiver. Here we have in mobile radio channel a single direct path between base station to mobile station is possible in a free space propagation. That is we discussed in previous section. Free space propagation model in between transmitter and receiver, that is base station to mobile station. We are calculating free space equation. Here in this two-ray ground reflection model from the above figure, we have to consider two paths. One is direct path, another one is ground reflected path in between transmitter to receiver. Here in general, we have to calculate large scale path loss for this two-ray ground reflection model in terms of over several kilometers, and the base station height is exceeds 50 meters. 50 meters. Here from this figure, the separation distance D equal D, which is equal to few tens of kilometers, I have to assume. And the total received E field is E total, that is which is equal to the summation of direct path energy of direct line of sight path plus ground reflection component EG. Suppose we had to assume that the receiver is moved towards to the transmitter section. At that time, the distance is D naught. What is the original distance between transmitter and receiver is D. Now, the receiver is moved towards to the transmitter section. At that time, the distance between transmitter and receiver is D naught. At that time, we have to assume that D is greater than D naught. D is greater than D naught. Then the E field for a free space propagation is given by E of D comma T. E of D comma T, which is equal to E naught D naught by D cos of omega C T minus D by C. This is a free space E field equation when the D is greater than D naught. Suppose we have to assume that two propagating waves, one is direct path wave. The direct path wave
travels with the distance of d dash, and reflected wave travels with the distance of d double dash. Then E field due to line of sight path, that is E LOS d dash of t, E LOS d dash of comma t, which is equal to E naught d naught by d dash cos of omega c t minus d dash by c. Similarly, E field for ground reflected wave, E field for ground reflected wave, Eg of d double dash of t, Eg of d double dash of t, which is equal to, we have to consider reflection coefficient here. That is, it is ground reflection. That's why we have to consider reflection coefficient multiplied with E naught d naught by d double dash cos of omega c t minus d double dash of divided by c. Right. We know that the loss of reflection. What is the loss of reflection? Angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection. That is theta I, which is equal to theta naught. Similarly, in previous sections, we had discussed that is Eg, which is equal to reflection coefficient of Ei. That is incident energy is multiplied with reflection coefficient, which is equal to ground reflection, Eg. Then E total, Et, which is equal to 1 plus reflection coefficient of Ei. Ei. Here, due to reflection from the ground, there is no change in the magnitude of a signal, but phase can be changed. Due to reflection, the phase can be changed 180° out of phase for the incident wave. Then the reflection coefficient, which is equal to -1. Then reflection coefficient, which is equal to -1. Then what is Et, which is equal to 0. Equal to 0. Then we are calculating the total energy E field. The E total modulus of E total, which is equal to modulus of E line of sight path plus E of G. Then substitute previous equations. That is 35 and 35. Then we're getting E of d comma t, which is equal to E0 E naught d naught by d dash cos of omega c t minus d dash by c plus reflection coefficient. What is the reflection coefficient here? -1 E naught d naught by d double dash cos of omega c t minus d double dash by c. Now we have to simplify this equation number 39 by using method of images. Method of images. First, see this. This is a method of images. We first of all we have to take the basic ground reflection. That is, this is a transmitter height HT. Receiver height is H sharp. That consider two paths. One is line of sight path ELOS. Second one is ground reflection path, that is EG. Here D dash is nothing but the distance traveled by the line of sight path. What is D double dash? The distance traveled by ground reflected path. Here we have to show this dotted line. From this dotted line to top of the HR. Similarly, based upon the method of images, we have to draw a reflection path like a mirror. Here from this, we have to take what is the difference distances, that is d dash and d double dash. That is delta is the path difference between the line of sight path and ground reflection path. That is delta, which is equal to d double dash minus d dash. Automatically d double dash is high compared to d dash. Why? Because this ground, first of all, incident to ground reflected to reach to the receiver. That's why d double dash minus d dash, which is equal to, from this figure we have to calculate d double dash. We have to draw a triangle for this calculation d double dash, which is equal to root of ht plus hr square plus d square minus root of ht minus hr square plus d square. This is based upon the method of images. To simplify this equation number 40, then equal to d double dash minus d dash, which is equal to 2ht. This is simplified based upon the Taylor series approximation. Taylor series approximation. That is delta is nothing but path difference. Now we are similarly we have to calculate phase difference between the line of sight path and ground reflection path. That is theta delta. That is phase difference which is equal to 2 pi delta by lambda. 2 pi delta by lambda which is equal to delta omega c by c. Similarly, we have to calculate the time delay between the line of sight path and ground reflected path. Line of sight path is fast, ground reflection path. Then tau d which is equal to delta c which is equal to theta delta by 2 pi fc. 2 pi fc. Suppose we had assumed that d is large value. That is the separation distance between transmitted and receiver is high. Then modulus of E naught D naught by D is approximately equal to E naught D by D dash, approximately equal to E naught D by D double dash. Right. Then based upon this equation, we have to assume that to simplify this equation, T equal to D double dash by C. Just we have to assume. Then E total of D comma T equal to D double dash by C, which is equal to E naught D naught by D dash cos of omega C D double dash minus D dash by C minus E naught D naught by D double dash cos 0. Then simplify this equation. Finally, we are getting E naught D naught by D cos theta delta minus 1. Right. Now we are calculating exactly modulus of E total with respect to D, which is equal to E naught D naught by D square cos theta delta minus 1 square plus E naught D naught by D whole square sin square theta delta. Finally, applying these trigonometric identities, and finally we are getting modulus of total of D, which is equal to 2 E naught D naught by D sin theta delta by 2. Here, this figure shows the phasor diagram for both D dash, D double dash, D and E total. That is, we have to consider both line of sight path, ground reflected path, and total received field. Right. Here, finally, we had to assume that for a long distance satisfies E total of D, which is equal to E2 E naught D naught by 2 pi HT HR by lambda D. Why we are here based upon this one? We know that sin theta delta by 2, which is approximately, we have to assume that theta delta by 2, which is less than or equal to 0.3 radians, then which is equal to 2 pi HT HR by lambda D. Then we have to simplify here 2 E naught D naught by D in this place theta delta by 2, to use this equation 2 pi HT HR by lambda D. To simplify, which is equal to K by D square. You know what is my K value? 4 pi HT HR E naught D naught by lambda. Right. Similarly, we have to calculate the received power, which is equal to, based on free space equations, PT GT ZR HT square HR square by D power 4. Suppose this equation of 52 in terms of dB, that is P received. I had to go from this equation to calculate the path loss. How to calculate path loss? PR minus, sorry, PT minus PR. Otherwise, PR by PT, which is equal to GT GR HT square HR square by D power 4. Then the last PL of D, which is equal to 40 log of D minus 10 log GT plus 10 log GR plus 20 log HT plus 20 log HR. That is final we are calculating path loss. That is the differences between PT minus
PR. Here this is about how to calculate the path loss. Right. Here today we discuss about ground reflection model or Touré model. Here in this ground reflection model or Touré model, we are discuss how to calculate total E field at the receiver, which is equal to it is a summation of E line of sight path plus E ground reflected path. From this E field total, we are calculating what is the received power at the receiver, that is PR, which is equal to PT into GT into GR into HT square, HR square divided by D power 4 from the free space equation. Now we are calculating the path loss from this equation, that is PL of it in terms of D, which is equal to 40 log D minus 10 log GT, 10 log GR plus 20 log HT plus 20 log HR. We are calculating finally path loss. Do you have any query? Type your query in a chat box. Thank you very much for attending today's session.